What's up, everyone? Global Camp here. We're going to do a reaction to Dawn of the Dead 1978 Kill Count by Dead Meat. I hope y'all enjoy this video and go watch Dead Meat's channel. He makes a lot of good videos on, he watches a lot of horror movies and he's just doing kill counts to see who is dying in these movies. I watched like a couple, I watched like a couple of his videos. I'm thinking like all the horror all the like big horror movies that I've never seen. I watched them, and some horror movies I already seen before. But he makes good videos of just counting how many people die in these horror movies, or maybe not even big horror movies sometimes. But I hope y'all enjoy this video, and let's get started. Hey, one more thing, I still don't know why he made the new version of Dawn of the Dead. Cause this came out a year ago, but he still never made Dawn of the Dead 2004 when Zack Snyder made. Cause I watched that one and I actually like that movie. I just never seen the really old Dawn of the Dead movie.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at Dawn of the Dead, originally released in 1978, 10 years after Night of the Living Dead. Whereas Night showcased the beginning
Because it is to Dawn of the Dead, the 2004 one. 2004 one, I think it created the running zombies, but these ones are the slow moving zombies, almost like Night of the Living Dead.
Problem, Dawn shows it becoming more widespread. Appropriately, the scope of the film is much larger than its predecessor.
In this one, the zombies are very slow.
Dawn zooms out to show us how various institutions react to the new reality, before narrowing back down to follow a group of 4 survivors as they hole up in a shopping mall and make the place their home. Night of the Living Dead was revolutionary, but Dawn of the Dead is nearly just as important, and also my personal favorite zombie movie. Might even be in my top 10 horror films.
Because Night of the Living Dead did create the whole zombie aspects of these movies, but Dawn of the Dead did like more stuff. With the zombies, with the zombie things than Night of the Living Dead.
Of all time. It's an awesome mix of action, gore, comedy, and satire, all put together by a group of horror movie legends. Firstly, George A. Romero, who once again
George A. Romero created this movie? Did I know that?
And edited the film. After a decade away from zombies, during which he extended his talents to rom-coms, sci-fi horror, and vampires, among other films, Romero's return solidified him as the grandfather of the undead. When Romero and producer Richard P. Rubinstein were unable to find American investors...
Have you ever see what movies George Romero did? George Romero. Here you go. I think he mainly did. Oh, okay. He's the guy who created the very first Night of the Living Dead movies. Okay, he's the guy who created like a lot of zombie movies. Okay.
For the project, the next big name stepped in, Dario Argento, the Italian giallo filmmaker who was just coming off of Suspiria, one of my favorites.
Never seen Suspiria.
Financing and put Romero up in Rome
I
for 3.5 weeks as he wrote the screenplay. He also did sound design and provided music with his longtime collaborators Goblin, miscredited here as the Goblins. Finally, Tom Savini created the special effects. Dawn was only his second film after Romero's Martin. Romero had originally wanted him to do effects for Night, but Savini had to serve in Vietnam instead. With Dawn, he showcased the intensity of his work, which caused the film to be released unrated and put Savini on the map. Dawn was what got him Friday the 13th.
Okay, yeah, I heard that. I heard that name before, Tom Savini. Okay, he's the one who did that. did the effects for Friday the 13th movies.
Also make this movie an issue for YouTube, which is why today's episode is sponsored. You might not be headed to a shopping mall soon, but you still need a way to carry cards and cash. May I suggest Ridge Wallet? This durable modern
Still
wallet
never
helps you
used
cut out the
Ridge Wallet.
clutter
I don't know
of
how
your
good
pocket
Ridge
fight.
Wallet
That way you can
is.
still move fast in case of a zombie outbreak. I love that my titanium Ridge Wallet can hold up to a dozen cards, and that it keeps them all secure with RFID blocking tech. That prevents digital pickpocketers, which is apparently a thing in this scary world we live in. The wallets are available in over 30 colors and styles, and you can try one risk-free. If you don't like it, send it back within 45 days for a full refund. Go to ridge.com/deadmeatjames and get a Ridge Wallet for 10% off by using the coupon code deadmeatjames. They make for a great Father's Day gift, so what are you waiting for? That's ridge.com/deadmeatjames. Coupon
How
code
much it
deadmeatjames
costs to
for
get Ridge
10%
Wallet?
off a Ridge Wallet today. Final note for this one, as per usual, I'll be using the theatrical cut for the kill count.
Okay.
But Dawn of the Dead is one of those movies that wound up with a whole bunch of versions. The main alternates are an extended version with extra footage, an Italian cut put together by Argento, which was released under the title Zombie and uses more goblin music, and an extended cut that combines footage
Dang, that
from
costs a
all
lot.
three. I'd love to do a cut comparison looking at them sometime, but y'all gotta watch those videos if you want more to happen. Here, I made a playlist to make it easier for you. When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
Okay, he
But
put the
honestly,
cut
I think Satan
comparison.
just got tired of counting them.
Okay.
Thankfully, I'm not a lazy asshole like that guy, so I'm happy to do my job and get to the kills.
The kills.
The movie begins on a shaggy red wall. Wake up now, little lady. It's time for a title card. It's been 3 weeks since the undead began rising to walk the earth, and things are chaotic everywhere, including at this broadcast station.
Okay, this one, the zombies. So this is the zombie outbreak just happened 3 weeks already. But in the Zack Snyder one, the 2004, the infection was already, the outbreak was already about to start. So that's the two difference.
The government is now telling people not to stay inside their homes, which is the movie's way of saying that the world of the first film is gone. At this point in the catastrophe, you can't just hole up in a farmhouse. Now it's all about emergency stations and emergency protocol, which includes destroying the brain of your deceased loved ones. Black interviewer Sidney Berman yells that he doesn't trust that advice, even though his guest Dr. Foster warns him of this threat's cyclical nature. It gets up and kills. The people it kills get up and kill. I mentioned the host's race because this distrust towards authority by minority communities is one of the many themes this film comments on. Director George Romero, here in a cameo alongside his then wife and assistant director Christine Forrest, may have stumbled into cultural commentary with Night of the Living Dead, but in Dawn, he decided to make his messages loud and clear.
I wanted to try to give it the same thematic core that the original film had and speak about some of my own ideas about society. And I don't think it's an underlying message. I think it's like in your face.
So so this movie is just gonna be like almost the original, but just way different. Cause this one has more. You watched the first one. This one has more more like feeling in the movie than the first one. Not the first one, like different than Night of the Living Dead.
Producer Fran Parker, played by Galen Ross in her first acting gig, sees the writing on the wall when her boss says to keep advertising defunct rescue stations.
Without those rescue situations on screen every minute, people won't watch it. They'll tune out.
With things descending into whole new levels of fuck it, Fran had better get out of here with her boyfriend Stephen Andrews, played by David MG, who weirdly enough was that moon-faced guy in Basket Case 2.
What the fuck?
Stephen's a traffic report helicopter pilot, and he
What was
makes a
that?
plan with Fran to steal that whirly bird and fly away. Elsewhere in Philadelphia, a SWAT team prepares to raid a low-income housing project for refusing to hand over their dead. The inhabitants inside are black and Puerto Rican, and slur alert, this dude really doesn't like that one bit.
Okay. So this doctor guy warns them about the apocalypse. No one listening to this guy, even though he warned them, but everyone's still doing their everyday lives.
Like bastards, blow all that low-life little Puerto Rican and harasses
But in the original, they ain't know what the hell was going on.
right off.
Yeah, dude,
Not the original 2004 version of it.
It's a shit. Officer Roger DeMarco tries to chat with someone who's not a walking hate crime, but rookie Roy Tucker is killed as soon as the
Damn,
cop
he
shootout
got
begins.
shot.
A group of men who live there, one of them in brownface, tries to fend off the police, but are gunned down pretty quickly. 3 of them
Dang,
hide
kill
away,
like
and
3
though Roger
people.
tries to save a fourth, the guy runs out to get shot and do a swanton off the roof. The cops use smoke grenades and begin to move in, and once again, Romero is incredible at portraying noisy, helpless chaos. Louis goes pure evil and kills 2 innocent men, the second with a shot that blows apart his head.
Why is this guy just randomly killing people? Why is Walt randomly killing people? What the fuck?
That disturbing kill was done so graphically to immediately set the tone.
Yeah, it really is a little bit disturbing. This random cops just busted inside and just shot a random black dude or Mexican guy.
Needed that kind of sucker punch just to say that this is real horror.
Savini filled a rubber head with condoms and apple cores, then blew it up with a real shotgun. Classic Savini. Steven tries to stop Woolley from more bloodshed, but it takes a mystery man from another unit to put him down by shooting him through the back.
Oh dang! The guy from Dang, someone's just. I thought he gonna live through the whole. I thought he gonna not live through the whole movie, but I thought he gonna live to like half the movie, but they already just killed him off.
Fuck that guy.
I'm glad they killed him. Because fuck that guy.
That body back there. It's the dude whose head blew up, even though that doesn't make sense spatially. We get our first look at Dawn of the Dead zombie design with their famous face paint.
How they all
like
just changed so
Tom
quickly?
Savini, confronted with how to depict the zombies in color, tried to make their faces gray with simple pancake makeup.
Which was not a good idea. Sometimes it's photographed green, sometimes it's photographed blue, so
Yeah.
I don't think anybody was ever really just gray.
Roger and his fellow officers are able to kill 2 of these zombies, but a third one named Miguel makes it out to the hallway, where he kills a loved one who embraces him by eating at her skin. Miguel is then killed.
He saw the effect of it when he bit her. It was terrible. I get it's really old. It's 1978, but you saw it.
By other officers. A young cop just can't handle all this apocalypse.
And he just killed
joins
himself.
them out by shooting himself in the head off screen. Downstairs, Roger meets Officer Peter Washington, the guy who shot Woolley when he was being a mammoth problem. Peter's played by Ken Foray, a titan in more ways than one.
Okay, he's a cop.
Legend,
I should have known that the black dude was a cop because like the 2004 one, it was I forgot the actor's name who played 2004 one, but he was a cop as well. But in the Tussle one was Jack Snyder. It didn't really put like discrimination in the movie, but this one did.
Town veteran with 4 previous appearances under his massive belt. Also, he is so large he makes Chelsea and I look like children. While Roger and Peter are bonding, a one-legged priest arrives to tell them he's given last rites to a stash of undead bodies in the back. So, GLHF with that.
You are stronger than us. Well, soon I think. Way stronger than you.
It's not easy for Roger and Peter to dispose of all these zombies by shooting them in the head one by one.
So he counted zombies. Damn. I'm like, is he gonna count zombies? Because I know it's a whole bunch of zombies in these movies. So like, I'm surprised he legit is counting these zombies. That's a surprising thing.
The killing is done off screen. I'll assume they finished the job, which is why I'm counting the full dozen.
12 zombies?
I won't be counting the 2 bastard skellies though. They know what they did. As they finish up, we match cut to another dead body Steven finds at the police dock, where he's about to take off in the helicopter. Turns out Roger is bros with Steven, and it's part of the getaway plan. He's brought Peter along too, but
okay, so he knows him. So okay, so it's gonna be 4 of them.
Worry, Steven. Beef's cool, as long as you don't love orange soda. They take off as skyscrapers go dark behind them and fly through the night. Hey, Steven, you can't nap up here. You're flying, man. They're flying west from Philly and are currently over the countryside.
We're still pretty close to Johnstown.
I love the Johnstown shout-out since I went there every year growing up to visit my mom's family. A lot of mountains and an inclined plane. That was always fun to ride. Great sequence here of the rural populace being recruited to fight zombies by the actual Pennsylvania National Guard. They agreed to be in the movie with all of their equipment because everyone in Pittsburgh knew and liked George Romero. It's funny how Pittsburghers.
So people in Pittsburgh, so they went all the way to Pittsburgh to do a shot in the movie. So they want a bunch of people to just have a scene. Yeah, everyone just decided, oh, everyone says like, I want to be in a movie, and a lot of people like George Romero, so they was like, okay, we can do this. I don't know what they did for money. I think they just did it for like, cause they like George Romero. I don't really know.
Yeah, they just got behind everything.
The satirical tone of the film is established with a tongue-in-cheek country.
But the thing is that I can see this happening in real life. If it is a zombie apocalypse, some people will actually fight these zombies.
This manly montage gives us 12 zombie kills to count, as they're treated like sport by these gun enthusiasts.
I got him. Missed.
I'll count the zombies we see getting shot at, even if we don't see them getting hit. And I'll also count the two near that car, even though they disappear by the time a guy blows it up. I'm guessing it was a budgeted safety thing to not have anyone around that explosion. But
Yeah.
obviously, it was meant to be a double. Our heroes land their
Oh, it meant
chopper
to be a
for
double
quick
kill.
refueling and to look for supplies. Naturally, zombies occur, and at this early juncture, Bran appears pretty Barbara-esque, not doing much to help Stephen when he's wrestling with the undead. Galen Ross refused to scream during the scene, though, proving Romero in on how she wanted to portray the character.
Galen
Oh,
sort of
okay.
woke me up to the idea that that's not necessarily the way it should go.
Stephen saves himself by braining that zombie with a mallet and gets up and full-body tackles this
Damn.
other Zed while
I don't know what he did. He tackled her or closed down her. I don't know what just happened.
running away. I've always loved how ridiculous that was.
Yeah, that was so ridiculous how he hit.
Another zombie accidentally kills himself with a haircut from the chopper blades. This infamous kill was done with a prosthetic that added 2 inches to the actor's head, which was then pulled away with fishing line as crew members pumped blood through tubes. The helicopter blades were animated in later. During this
Okay.
pit stop, Peter has his own traumatic experience when he's attacked by 2 zombie
What the
kids
fuck?
played by Tom Savini's niece and nephew. He shoots and kills the
Why
children.
they ran? Like, what the fuck? I mean, like, they just legit ran at this guy. Like, what the hell? I don't know. They walked or was just walking. I just don't know.
Which has a visible effect on it. Ken Foray wasn't a big fan of doing it either.
I didn't enjoy that shooting kids.
Stephen begins
Makes
his
sense.
character arc of masculine insecurity by missing all the
But
shots
sometimes, let's be honest. If it was a zombie apocalypse, you had to kill some kids.
he takes against zombies,
If they are
and nearly
zombies.
shooting Peter in the process. Roger has to step in and kill the Zeds for him, including this bald one who would later be used in a lot of the movie's advertising. Peter is pissed about nearly getting shot, and his annoyance with Flyboy continues as they argue over where they can take this stolen bird.
Wake up, sucker. We're thieves and we're bad guys. That's exactly what we are. We gotta find our own way.
The whole way leads to a shopping mall, which is the setting that makes this movie an all-time classic. It's the ultimate fulfillment of zombie apocalypse daydreaming. It's got power due to a generator.
Because this are going to be the main things that most people are going to use if the zombie apocalypse happens. Some people are going to be in this mall. It's going to be a lot of people. Because let's be honest, if the zombie apocalypse happens, what the main places you're going to go to? You're going to go to places that got a lot of stores for food, places to live, places that you can stay in. But the thing is about this mall is that it's so big that you don't know where the zombies at and everything else. Then you need a lot of security to handle the whole area so the zombies won't come in and out. The mall is good, but the thing is that it's too big to handle everything because you need a whole big route to handle this mall.
Supplies thanks to consumer culture, but it's also got a few zombies wandering
Silly.
around inside.
What are they doing? Why do they come here?
Kind of instinct, memory, what they used to do. This was an important place in their lives.
Gee, George, trying to tell us something? Romero came up with the idea for Dawn while touring this mall in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Opened in 1969, it was one of the earliest shopping centers in the country. And since this was before the mall craze of the 80s, Romero included a
Yeah,
lot.
because I think in the 80s, malls were really big, especially in the 90s and the early 2000s. But when it hit like 2010s and nowadays in 2020, a lot of people don't even go to malls no more.
Fine for any unfamiliar viewers.
What the hell is it? Looks like a shopping center with windows big indoor malls.
Dawn's budget was about $1.5 million, much bigger than Knight's, but still not huge. That
Yeah, it's
normally
really not huge. I think it's not huge in 1978 standards, maybe 5. Let's just say like $5 million. It's a little bit, it's more big at the time, but 1.5 is not that big. Maybe $10 million is good in the time in 1978 or 5 million. I don't really know. Because nowadays you need to, because nowadays you try to make a big budget movie, you need to make like you need to get a budget of like almost like $100 million or $50 million nowadays.
To shoot inside a shopping mall, but Romero was friends with the mall's manager, who he had met during college at Carnegie Mellon.
Really, that's interesting. The dude just met this guy in college who owns this mall, and the guy like, okay, he did him a favor. That's good. That's what a lot of people tell you to go to college. Yeah, well, most people go to college to get education, but sometimes it's like you need to make friends in college because sometimes they will help you get into places. That's why that's another good thing to go to college is networking.
Around the mall's business hours, restricting them to overnight shoots from 11 p.m. to 7 in the morning. That's pretty short for a shooting day, but the small crew was enthusiastic thanks to Romero's collaborative leadership.
It's the our gang style of shooting. Let's make a film.
The renegades gun-butt their way through a roof window, gaining them entrance to a back room filled with supplies. It's separate from the shopping mall, with the only way in through a stairwell. So after
So you got 2 police officers and 2 other dudes. You got 2 police officers, a pilot, and just a random female character.
Early door, they're able to get some rest and eat spam.
Don't knock it. It's got its own key.
Peter and Roger figure there's a lot more than spam downstairs. So as Steven sleeps, they decide to explore. Peter leaves Fran with a gun to protect herself.
You probably hear some shooting. Just don't panic, okay?
Peter's so fucking cool. They head through hallways and boiler rooms and turn everything on to distract the zombies. Music, escalators, fountains, whatever throws them off their game, you know? The sequence gives us 3 background bodies to count, including one on the escalator, who I get real nervous watching. Fear and respect, people! It's in the mall that Romero adds a lot of humor to Dawn.
You can laugh. You can have as much fun as you want with this, but remember, there's something else going on here.
The comedy not only comes from the zombie antics and elevator music, but also from the playful banter between Peter and Roger.
Okay? I need later for it.
They're so cute. They're also effective, killing 2 zombies as they unlock a door to get into JCPenney. There are no zombies in the stores themselves, since they've been locked this whole time. So even though Roger loses his rifle when a zombie takes it away from him, the mission is worth it. They're now safe from zombies. As soon as Roger shoots this one that slid in through the door with them, Steven wakes up and, just needing to feel like a man, takes Fran's gun to go join in on the fun. Oh, Flyboy, the SWAT dudes don't need your help. They've already stocked in the
Well, he just like so he took a nap. So they gave the girl the gun so to protect herself too. Like I think too, he wakes up, but the guy wanted to have fun with them, so he just decided to go guns blazing.
Wheelbarrow full of supplies
Instead of staying
and figure
there.
out how to move the zombies by luring them around with noise. Romero wanted these zombies to be individuals, so he told the background actors to come up with their own zombie style.
So
Okay.
that's what we wanted to do.
I actually like that how they told them y'all can do not to ruin the movie, but act like fucking zombies. But I actually like that. People just being stupid, being zombies.
Could only afford to pay zombie extras a single dollar, but locals kept showing up and working the long hours just so they could be part of Romero's latest film.
Yeah, because in all these zombie movies and TV shows, these are just local people. It's not like a whole bunch of actors and stuff. These are just random people want to be in a movie or TV show all the time. So most of them don't even make money. They're just there having fun and just want to be a part of a big budget movie or it's just a regular TV show.
On his solo mission, mission, Steven finds a map and another gun he doesn't know how to shoot. This is proven in the boiler room when zombie Josh Holloway comes after him. Steven gets all rootin' tootin'. His missed shots
dude's still alive?
as they ricochet. His one and only final shot kills the zombie, sparing Steven a boiler room death. And you don't want one of those. Just ask Fred. Steven pops out of the stairwell and nearly into the arms of a zombie. Thankfully, Peter, who just tossed a
What the hell? He just picked up a zombie and just threw him. He merely pressed this guy.
To help him. Two zombies get gunned down as they run across the mall to reunite with Roger. They get safely inside the department store again, but an unusually stealthy zombie
What the hell?
comes out and
That
tackles
dude
Roger
was
to the
stealthy.
ground. This attack was added while filming to explain a continuity error they caught with Roger's sweater, which is why after he kills the zombie with a screwdriver stab in the ear, he leaves the sweater behind in the zombie's clutches. Once again, they herd the zombies around with distraction.
I mean, that zombie is just how is that first one smart zombie? He just stood there like he just stood there and just attacked the guy. Like, how'd that happen?
Control the movement of every Zed in the building. A Hare Krishna zombie who saw Steven come out of the access door has figured out how to open it and is slowly making his way to the back. The guys find themselves momentarily trapped until Steven tells them about an air duct system they can use.
The thing is that they just left the girl. They just left her by herself. And like you said, the air ducts, that zombie, I'll go back right quick. But then it's this zombie right here, this random looking zombie is near this dude's girlfriend.
How to open it and is slowly making his way to the back. The guys find themselves momentarily trapped until Steven tells them about an air duct system they can use.
I saw it on a map.
Way to step it up, Steven! They find access to the ducts in an elevator shaft and crawl through them as the Hare Krishna zombie finally reaches the stairwell. Despite Fran's best efforts, the zombie gets through to the back room and is about to have a Fran snack when the others get back just in time. Roger kills the memorable zombie by smashing its head with a gun butt. The attack leaves Fran traumatized for the night, and Steven lets the others know of further complication. But Fran is not Barbara and refuses to be the group's den mother.
I want to have something to say about the plans.
Wait, she's pregnant? I did not know. I did not expect that. How you gonna leave a pregnant chick? How you gonna leave a pregnant chick on her own? That makes no sense. Who does this? It's like that lady from Last of Us who's pregnant but still going in missions. It makes no sense.
4 of us, okay?
Fair enough.
One of my favorite little things is how Peter treats Fran as an equal. He chatted with her casually on the chopper, gave her a gun when he and Roger went out, and now tells her that he'll show her how to use it later. Her partner Steven, conversely, gets pissy when she demands he leave a gun with her, as if he'd even be able to shoot anything with it.
I just might be able to figure out how to use it. I'm sorry, Steven.
I just love how real and complicated all these characters are. Since they've decided to stay at the mall for a while, they need to block the doors from zombies and other threats. As Steven flies overhead, Peter and Roger drive trucks from a nearby yard over to the mall. Roger successfully blocks one entrance, but while he's not firing a second truck for round 2, some zombies show up without him noticing, even though they're blaring the intro track from Demon Day. Duh. Roger is attacked by a lady zombie in plaid, played by Jeannie Jeffries, who was an assistant makeup artist and Tom Savini's girlfriend. Peter comes over and kills her with a
damn
which
headshot.
saves Roger and gives him some blood to wash his face with. Roger then gets a kill for himself by shooting another zombie in the head. This close call puts Roger on tilt.
We got this, man. We got this by the ass.
And Roger on tilt kind of sucks. He's now more reckless, intentionally hitting and or running over 4 zombies/dead bodies, all of which I'll count. He's able to block the second mall entrance, but spends too much time revenge shooting these 2 zombies to death. It nearly gets him bitten, except Fran
shit.
from the rooftop.
He almost got bitten by this one zombie to she saved his ass.
Peter gives his friend a stern talking to, but
Yeah, because this dude he's doing way too much now. He's doing way too much now. He almost getting himself killed.
it's too late. The next time they're back at the trucks, Roger is overwhelmed.
Roger, oh my God, Roger, how you just goddamn stupid? I get he dropped the thing, but god damn it, Roger. Now Roger's dead.
That fight seals Roger's fate with a Chomp reinforces
Then he
that
got bit in the legs. He got bit in the arm and in the legs.
he's a future goner. Sorry about your future loss, Pete. Fran dresses Roger's wounds while Peter and Steven restock at a hunting store, which in real life wasn't.
I like how in this movie it's just 4 people. Yeah, it's gonna be 3. And the Zack Snyder one had like a bunch of people.
part of the Monroeville Mall. This was filmed at a separate location, Pittsburgh's Firearms Unlimited. All other locations were actually in the mall, except the elevator shaft and the hideout apartment, which were both shot on a soundstage. I
Okay.
gotta imagine this gun store scene is what Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg were thinking about when they mentioned making Shaun of the Dead in a country without, well, this. The group then heads out.
I actually
on a
like Shaun of the Dead, one of my other favorite zombie movies, but that one movie was just a parody. But it was a good zombie parody movie.
To lock all the doors, during which they shoot and kill 9 more zombies. I count 3 from Roger in his little death wagon, 5 from Peter with his nice new shiny sniper rifle,
Goddamn.
including this lady who digs into Roger's
What
gas
the
and
hell?
shoots her from the hip, and the final kills from Steven, done as they drive away in a hot-wired Volkswagen Scirocco. They move brothers around the mall, locking all the doors, which the zombies won't be able to overrun with those trucks parked so close.
We'll get it all locked off, then we're going on a hunt.
Peter begins that hunt in earnest with his sniper rifle.
Kill
and
18
sometime
other
later,
zombies.
they clear the place out. But right now, I'll only count the additional 17 bodies we see in these overhead shots. Although the place
You
is
count
safe
18,
now,
so that's
Roger's
17.
getting worse and worse. He's so delirious, he's asking Peter to sing Devo for him.
We whipped them. We whipped them good.
Oh, at least he humored him. To better their long-term prospects, they build a wall to hide the access door to the back. They also clean the place of all the dead Zeds. And look, it's impossible to know if I've counted these bodies before. So how about I just count the 27 I see in this
It
overhead
makes sense because you don't want all these zombie bodies around sticking up the fucking place.
shot, and
everything
call
else.
that good enough. We'll assume the bodies seen in close-ups as they load up the freezer are the same ones we
Why
already
do
saw.
you put the
all right?
zombies in the freezer with all the food and stuff?
Chores done. It's time for their allowance, courtesy of the mall's bank.
You never know.
I love the security cam joke.
They in the security cameras with the money. No one's using it no more because one, there's a zombie apocalypse. So they don't need the money.
Here, though I wish they had used this still instead. Peter's got a way funnier expression
Yeah.
in it. This kicks off a montage of hedonism. The 4 survivors living out their free money fantasies with all the ennui of a French filmmaker. I love the ideas this sequence provokes. How much of our lives do we live for ourselves versus how much do we do for other people? And is a life of pure pleasure even enjoyable if society has ceased to exist? As they muse these
A little
questions,
bit. I wish it was like a little bit like 2 more people, but I found with like 4 people.
Peter talks about his grandfather, who practiced voodoo in Trinidad and who always said these haunting words.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk here.
This future tagline was written while a drunken Romero rushed to finish the script. It serves as a nod to the Caribbean origins of zombies and Romero himself, whose dad was Cuban. Roger grows more ghastly and asks Peter for a favor. Take care of him when he comes back. Won't you, Peter? Peter? Peter?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
This is the last time we see Roger alive, so I'll count his death.
Yeah,
down,
they,
and Peter
killed
promises
Roger.
to eventually do him in. That promises.
They know that cause they always show this thing where he shoots Roger when he comes back to life.
Watch a broadcast that's so desperate and amateur, it looks like Check It Out with Dr. Steve Brule. Funny camera work, but serious discussions at hand.
And since we haven't touched upon our nuclear resources, why don't we drop bombs in all big cities?
As that scientist calls people dummies! 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 Roger rises from beneath his sheets. He said he would try to fight it, but he's now a zombie, with actor Scott Reiniger covered in tissue paper makeup that took about 90 minutes for Savini to
90 minutes. That's like an hour and 30 minutes.
Peter keeps up his end of the bargain and shoots his friend off screen. After they bury Roger in the mall court, their lives become much quieter. Months go by, evidenced by Fran's visibly pregnant state, but even after all this time, zombies are still trying to force their way in. Not sure why. It's not like there's anything to watch.
I always wonder why they try to force their way in. See, in zombies, the thing is that with zombies is that they not intelligent. They would just walk away and go somewhere else. Why are they still in this fucking mall?
Anymore. door, while Fran is learning how to fly the chopper, something she insisted on doing just in case, the bird is spotted by some nearby bikers, one of whom is played by Tom Savini, who knows how to style a handlebar stash.
That's Tom
They
Savini.
radio into the mall rats, and Pete correctly pegs them as raiders. And that's a problem they're not going to be able to ignore.
We don't like people that don't share. You just fucked up real bad.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of people.
All the art signals the beginning of a war. Judging by the number of headlights they see, our heroes are severely outmatched. Peter suits up.
Yeah, they legit outmatched. It's three against a whole biker gang.
Serious, knowing the fun and games are over. The bikers are here, and they know how to kill.
I like how they find bikers instead of regular zombies. Because in Apocalypse, especially with martial law, you could be dealing with fucking people.
They blow one zombie
You
up.
thought zombies were the ones killing people. The worst ones are humans. Humans kill each other. I don't like it either, but it's just how humans work.
A grenade and shoot 4 others in the head. The bikers
Even
break
though
away
we all supposed to be fighting the zombies, but we find each other.
the building, and I'm not sure when it happens in the movie, but at some point during production, a charge went off that accidentally destroyed the mall's window.
Oh,
You can just
okay.
tell they're saying, how much is this going to cost us?
Big whoops. The breaching of the barriers lets the undead inside, leading to the one line in Romero's original trilogy where the word zombies is said.
Those doors open. There's going to be 1,000 zombies in here.
Yeah, there's gonna be a whole bunch of
Return
zombies.
to the utter chaos of the movie's early scenes, as members of the real biker gang, the Pagans, drive around the mall amidst 500 zombie extras.
Wait, they are a legit biker. Wait, this is a legit biker gang?
These guys to ride their bikes through a shopping mall must have been a charge.
This insanity was filmed over the course of 2 nights with a loose lighting style from cinematographer Mike Gornick. It was the only way they could get all the shots they needed.
You have to, spend 2 hours lighting every setup. It would have been absolutely impossible.
Savini compared the experience to his time in Vietnam as a combat photographer. Don't take that the wrong way, though. He also called
I
me
ain't know Tom Sabine would say
this movie
was sir in Vietnam. They don't know that. I didn't know it was a military guy.
month-long Halloween.
Life was so boring compared to being on the set of Dawn of the Dead.
The bikers raid every store in sight, including, apparently, Clowns R Us. In the film's silliest sequence by far, they pie and spray the zombies with
Why are you
seltzer
pieing
water.
zombies? Okay.
Again, Romero wanted this movie to be funny.
Yeah.
I said, this is so nuts.
Yes, I can tell it's nuts. They just not as being clowns, it's just spraying and hitting zombies with pies.
What don't we have? We don't have a pie fight.
Let's have a pie fight with the zombies. We may use it, we may not,
But it's good for a laugh.
I've always found it a tad too much for me, and plenty of other
Yeah.
people.
It was a little bit tad too much. Because it's supposed to be a zombie movie where I get Shaun of the Dead is acceptable because Shaun of the Dead is a parody. It's not a serious zombie movie. It's a parody movie. But this one's supposed to be a serious zombie movie, and they just hitting zombies with pies. It's like it's so dumb.
Felt similarly. That was horrible. Steven can't stand to see these clown supplies wasted and shoots at the bikers in anger. Great, now everyone's angry. No wonder that guy wants to check his blood pressure. That senseless biker is played by sound designer Tony Buba, who nearly went deaf recording all those motorcycles driving around indoors.
Goddamn,
The bikers
yeah,
get
what
serious
else?
and kill 5 more zombies. One gets macheted in the head by
Ooh,
Sabine,
that's a nice
another
machete
gets
kill.
decapitated, and a few are shot, including this feller who belly flops into a fountain. Peter engages in a shootout that I think is filmed and edited quite poorly. It's way too disjointed to believe that all this action is taking place in the same space. He
Yeah.
connects with 2 gunshots in between the lights going off, killing 2 of the bikers before retreating up a rope
How
ladder.
the lights went off?
The air ducts. Steven also tries to hide above the fray, but the bikers find him in the elevator and shoot him in the shoulder.
Ah, he got shot in the
Charlie,
shoulder.
Savini's character gets a kill-out count when he stabs a zombie in the neck,
Ooh.
but then Peter shoots him, and I'll count that as well, mostly due to the stunt fall that
Tom
Savini
Savini got shot.
did himself. Savini was a gymnast at high school and did a lot of the movie's stunts alongside his friend Tasso Stavrakis. Stavrakis also helped him with zombie makeup, and later would be the one who blew blood out of Kevin Bacon's neck in Friday the 13th.
Really?
Savini's swan dive death fall almost ended in disaster.
Really?
He only missed the crash pads he was supposed to fall onto. The bikers begin to retreat, and Peter shoots
He
2 of
almost
them.
got injured. Oh, I think that big of a fall, I think he would have been. I don't know. He would die from that big of a fall, but I don't know. I can't tell from the fall in the crash pad.
On their way out, but they're both ultimately done in by zombies, along with 3 other bikers.
Sludge and
These
4
victims
other
include blood
bikers.
pressure test guy, who inexplicably tries to use the machine up until the very end.
Why?
They also
Why
include
are you stealing the machine? Now he's just dead. That's stupid.
a guy named Sledge, played by Tasso Stavrakis. These kills are Savini's gore showcase, utilizing real guts from a slaughterhouse. Real nasty stuff. Unfortunately, the zombies don't restrict their diet to bikers. They also attack and bite into Steven as he's trying to climb up into the elevator
That's
shaft. He manages to shoot the zombies
Steven dead too. They kill Steve. They kill Steven.
during their feast, but the damage is way too done. That was the dawn of the show. Peter gets back to the apartment, and he and Fran wait to see if Steven will return too. While they do, the film's infamous gaunt sequence plays, showing the zombies retaking the mall as the bouncing tune by Herbert Chappell plays.
Here's a mall.
It's during this montage that Steven is revealed to have died in the elevator. He's now a zombie, with top-tier zombie acting from David MG. He had a blast coming up with his limp and deciding his gun would be stuck on his finger. And
Makes
Romero
sense.
was a huge fan of the end result.
His body language is really worthy of Lon Chaney.
Zombie Steven instinctively returns to the access door, followed by a bunch of his new friends, including the one who took Roger's gun. By muscle memory, he tears down the facade of a wall they built, and when Peter hears this, he tells Fran to leave, but says he doesn't want to go with her. He'll buy her some time, though, by sniping Zombie Steven in the head. What a blood splatter! Zombie Steven's followed in by a bunch of other zombies, the frontmost of which is played by the film's weapons coordinator, Clayton Hill. Peter sends Fran out to the chopper and retreats into a back room to kill himself with a Derringer, and in Romero's original ending, he did. And then Fran did too, by sticking her head in the helicopter blade.
Really?
But despite rumors and false memories, that ending was never filmed. Savini did make a cast of Galen Ross's head for the scene.
Right.
He
Right.
killed himself with a Derringer. And
So he killed himself.
in Romero's original ending, he did. And then
And she
Fran
killed
did
herself.
too, by sticking her head in the helicopter blade. But despite rumors and false memories, that ending was never filmed. Savini did make a
So they ain't feel the ending.
cast of
So they both just escaped.
Ross's
You tell
head
me
for the
that.
scene, but it was repurposed to be the exploding head in the project raid. Romero changed the script after feedback from the casting crew.
I thought a particularly strong ending. At the same time, I could understand why they thought that would be too difficult.
I'm sure I was always saying, you can't kill everybody, you can't do it.
His less nihilistic ending begins with Peter shooting a zombie in the head. Overly heroic music plays as Peter makes his way to the rooftop. Fran watches as he emerges and fights off zombies with a pumpkin, although he's unable to hold on to his sniper rifle. Gun zombies always
Why is this gun zombie taking their rifles? What the
knows when to
fuck?
make a good trade. Finally, Peter
And he
makes his
just
way
traded the other rifles and took his one.
into the helicopter.
How much fuel do we have?
All right. Movie ends with the fate of our heroes ambiguous, but that's better than what Ben got, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yes, the gong plays once more over the end credits, and everyone loves the gong, except Green balked it for the end of Robot Chicken.
Do people remember Robot Chicken? I think a lot of people don't even remember Robot Chicken like that back in the day. Robot Chicken was like you seen South Park? Robot Chicken was like South Park but different. I mean, you put like all the actors and TV shows. This is just a funny parody. It's just pairing like cartoons, animes, and TV shows, actors, and everything else. If people seen a cartoon show from Cartoon Network called Mad, it's almost like that.
My counting finger hurts from pointing out all those zombies. Let's see the final summation. What? I thought we cleared this place out. Guys, we missed one.
His girlfriend. Or his wife, I can tell. So many
By my
kills.
count, there were 143 kills in Dawn of the Dead. But I promise, no two people are going to count the same number here. I had 22 living dudes, 75 zombie dudes, a single living lady, 30 zombie ladies, 1 unknown human corpse, and 14 unknown zombies. Giving us our first question mark 6-part
Yeah,
five
it's a question mark.
star. What a fucking mess. With a runtime of 127 minutes, that gave us a kill on average every 53.29 seconds.
Wow, that's every 1 minute. Every minute we just see a zombie just dying.
From the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to the 5 bikers we see
Yeah.
torn apart in the mall. It's super disgusting.
Look at the CGI. Look at not the CGI. Look at the blood splatter stuff. It was horrible. Nowadays, like Walking Dead, the deaths and everything else looks way it looks better and everything else, and how they kill people. But god damn it, these ones were really bad. The blood was bad. The ripping people apart was bad.
And an abrupt tonal change after all that clown shit. Definitely Sabini flexing his skills. Dog Machete for lamest kill will be the post-hunt zombie death seen in the mall.
Yeah.
And coolest corpse for my favorite zombie will go to Gun Zombie.
Yeah, the gun zombie. The gun zombie was just taking people's guns. He is my favorite zombie.
He had some seriously stiff competition. I just like that he pops up a few times throughout the movie.
No, like he just pops up every part of the movie. It's just with this gun he came and used.
To the end, having a gun trade on the roof is hilarious. And that's it.
So
Dawn of the
stupid.
Dead came out in 1978, and watching all this behind-the-scenes stuff only reinforces how sad I am that I'll never get to meet George Romero.
Who is this person who makes these horrible movies? It's this lovely, bright, sweet man that, yeah, you give 110% for because you want to. He's one of the best people I've ever known.
We'll check out his Day of the Dead next Friday after another extra episode on Sunday. Until then, I'm James A. Denise. This has been the Kill Count.
And I hope y'all enjoyed this video too. James A. Anise. I saw I mispronounced your name. And I hope y'all enjoyed this Dawn of the Dead 1978 kill count. I enjoyed it too. Because I've never seen the original Dawn of the Dead. I need to actually watch the movie. Because this movie looks fun. Yes, the zombie design. It's 1978. I can't forgive it. Forgive like the things and stuff. But I think to the movie itself, if I want to give it like a rank, I may give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10. I don't really know. I had to watch the movie first. But I hope y'all enjoy this video. Like and subscribe to the channel, and go subscribe to Dan Meats channel as well. Support this guy. He makes, like I said, he makes great, really great content. Just going back into horror movies, just counting numbers and everything else, and telling us about people who create the movie, going back to like how they did the scenes and everything else. But I hope y'all enjoy this video, and I will see you guys later, and goodbye.